Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Ru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we are reaching out today to members of both the Wehrmacht and that red sexy Soviet Red Army to bring you a nice little replay on the map of Sianno, which I think is our inaugural replay on the map. But, Rang, you have a very important thing to tell us about before we get to the players. What's going on with this replay?
So, this replay is from the Orsa Cup, which is going to be a tournament that's going to be running for quite a few weeks. It's a Swiss round-robin style where everyone will hopefully eventually play everyone. And there's a lot of players in it. It's a kind of like a big pre-SD League sort of thing. And you can expect to see many more casts of this tournament over the upcoming weeks. But yeah, in terms of players, currently, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Gensei Kakka playing 20th Panzer with Maverick income. And on the right hand side, we have Tigga playing 3rd Guard Tank Corps with balanced income.
Interesting. So the question is really, looking at the incomes already, we can kind of see how this map's going to kind of shape up. I think probably what Tigga's going to look to kind of get a nice early land grab kind of idea. Look at all the infantry he's got, only a couple of bare tanks. And Kakka, what's Kakka's early play, do you think?
It's pretty standard 20th Panzer, it seems. He's mainly got some of the, medium... We got a lot of medium Panzers in 20th Panzer. Panzer 3s, T-34s. Yeah, I don't really see any Panzer 4s, really. It's a P3 play. As well as just your regular infantry, some Osttroppen thrown in, some Pioneers and machine gun teams here and, yeah.
Now,
and everywhere.
One thing I was going to say is actually going to get started right as we speak here. It does look like we're going to have a mortar up here to the north and that kind of 10, long Jeep army. And like we've noted previously, and in fact, even as in a previous attempt at this replay, the Jeep is the absolute fastest vehicle in this game in terms of kind of deployment. So we've seen that very early 82 mil, going to start dropping some smoke down on the path ahead of the Germans.
Which is a very good idea, especially on that area of the map, because this is bloody no man's land between both sides in the town.
And it's right for the picking. There's just so much material to be taken.
And you see, like Khan said, those Jeeps are fast. They're gonna beat that horse to the town in absolutely no time. And they're filled with some rather scary infantry PTS troops, as well as Sapri PPS-8s. We have Panther Faust and Sapper Charges.
And down south, we always say that the Sapiri PPSHs, they are really, really strong in that initial grab. But do they have the staying power?
No, no, they don't. They can't, I make this, what's it called? They're pretty similar to how the Saboteurs worked in SC-44, SAS, where you just kind of rush them in, get a few kills, and then they eventually die.
Well, that's just the way of the world. I mean, okay, very early on, we've seen ME-109 early being brought on in, trying to scrape some of this earlier position, and probably the best it's going to do under the circumstances.
Yeah.
But I actually really like this gun bridge up over here. We have a couple of AT pieces, a couple of artillery pieces, and very, very soon we'll see a couple more anti-tank guns being added there. But down south, we actually are having another mortar from the Soviets, and the Germans seem to be rocked on their heels quite a bit. It is 14-10.
Yeah, this is really an initial land grab from Tigga has definitely helped him quite a lot. I mean, they're also just in the middle as well. He's got one Sapri PPSH and just getting that nice flag just north of that little lake. But yeah, he's got great defensive positions. I mean, just look at T-34 in the northern side. Like you said, that gun position is very well done. Going to be more than enough to deal with most of the armor. And that's really good momentum early on from Tigga, and he doesn't even have the income advantage.
No, he does not, but that's really the kind of thing we always say about the 20th Panzer, is that you desperately need to finish before Phase C, and I think Kakka is pretty much trying to make that kind of question right about now.
Yes. I mean, he's pushing up north here with 2 Panzer 3s, but they're kind of running into some nasty 45mm guns. And it's not really much that he can do to really kill them.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Tigga is not going to go and commit to using the APCRs. Is that a mistake on his play, or because we're seeing just holding fire on those 2 anti-tank guns?
I think he's just probably saving for like the Panzer 4s or maybe the Boy to Stalin That might come in. Of course, the APCR can't penetrate a boy to start him, but bit of a better chance than the regular AP.
That is for dang sure. But we are going to see right now one of those next AT guns being brought on in does get 86 pretty darn fast. But down south, things are not looking too wonderful for the Ostia. It's kind of more like Ost nowhere. I mean, it's 15-9, and the Germans cannot seem to get a grip on the center part of this map. A lone superior PPSH is holding what conservatively about it. I don't know, something that's like 2 pi r cubed squared area, you know?
He's got a lot of land, all to himself, you know. He's Louisiana Purchase out middle of the map.
Indeed, and looks like we're going to have a furball, I think, in a second. 2 ME-109s with a Yak-7 with a deflection shot coming from one of these ME-109s, which could completely wreck this. No, it's not going to. And they're trying to retreat, so you know what? I think we're going to see at least one die, if not both of them.
Yeah.
This, I won't say it could be devastating, but it's definitely a big loss. And that's one.
There's one.
Oh man.
And is he going to get second?
The sound design on this is still beautiful.
I know, this game looks and
so, yeah,
feels great.
He's not going to catch up to that Yak is really fast. It's surprising for a beast so heavy. But he is going to make it out.
When Yaks fly.
Exactly, it's kind of weird. P3 begin to engage this M-Shot down south. Sight damaged. Okay, so that's kind of start to explain why the stabilizers are not going to be able to kind of carry and catch up for that M-Shot. He does die.
Yeah, but those P3s are really scary at close to mid-range with those APCR cells.
Well, and this is the upgun version of them, too. That's the long barrel 75 mil. Unfortunately, up north, that version of them, one of them has died, but we still have the Recon P3, so there is still a chance, if a minor one.
Yeah, I don't think any real pushes up north for 20th Panzer tanks is really going to work, as just a hit in that ridgeline, especially with a tank or so, is pretty deadly, especially if how Tigga's playing of having a bunch of AT and support guns in the northern area.
Indeed. Now, one thing I do like is I'm seeing this Martyr down south, but also seeing Gepards here to support the attack on the town. It's not going to be easy, but we might see the beginnings of some life out of Kakka.
Yeah, I think his southern middle area is definitely going to be his best bet. I mean, pushing through town is always pretty tough, especially when you're only really using Osttroopen early on, but he does have an artillery piece to import, and that 81mm mortar can help even yards from far away.
Still is quite an ask. Now, I'm kind of concerned for this M-Chud. The M-Chud's going to come up and see a new playmate that he's not going to want to engage. This Martyr is going to be able to see him pretty quickly, I would think. Open fire, my friend. He does see
God, he can. Right on. Stop and shoot. It's the perfect opportunity.
He's retreating and everything.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And the stealth is better, too. So, APCR, engine damage, okay, that's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it could have been.
And he's going to get... Is he going to get a second shot?
Track's broken. Okay, this is actually rather disturbing already.
Yeah.
Dead Martyr.
Yeah, that's the one issue of using APCR cells in a situation like that. Even if you can get penetration, you're not likely to get a first hit kill compared to using regular AP.
Which is weird when you think about it. So aren't APCR shells loosely? I'm not saying heat ammo, but they kind of feel
there's like a smaller, like titanium, thick alloy nonsense. It pretty much can punch through a thicker hole, but with a smaller diameter.
Gotcha.
In a sense.
Basically, you're saying is size matters, but not all the time.
Yes. It's more for the penetration game, where the AP, regular AP cells, usually historically, they'd penetrate and make a little bit of a kaboom. Where APCRs just relies on pure velocity.
Gotcha.
I think I'm correct. I don't know. People in the comments can always correct us. You guys are very good at that.
One thing I kind of looking at the north, the Sturm Pioneer, okay, for some reason I was taking a look at it, I was like, why am I not seeing a flamethrower? I saw a flame icon, I thought I had something wrong, nope, I was looking at an Osttroopen. So surviving Yak 7B...
Well, the Sturm Pioneer got surrendered at Troy.
Yes, he did. Surviving Yak 7B is back on the field, but for right now, it doesn't really matter. We do see a kind of counter thrust shaping up to the south, 3 P3s and 1 Pack 40 coming down here, which seems a little bit like overkill. I think the numbers should be going in the opposite direction in terms of armor. 4 Shermans and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the case. And indeed, it's the Germans who are languishing badly on the infantry front.
Indeed, 20th Panzer may have the best infantry game in general. I'd really say. Third Guard Tankovy Tigga's been doing pretty good with the Saparese and troops and all of that. And infantry is, it's a pretty important aspect of this game, especially on a map like this where a lot of the strong points are either forest or towns.
Exactly. I'm not sure I would have gone with the full Osttroop loadout. I get he's looking for numbers, but you gotta know that those guys don't have the staying power that you need.
Yeah, it's a problem with using Osttroop in general. It does have Stern Pioneers, which I like seeing a lot in A phase, is they're a real good counter against a lot of Soviet troops in forests, but yeah, if there's Osttrooping, you really need to have fire support nearby to make them effective, and I haven't really seen that too much from Kakka. I mean, down south, we're seeing an Osttrooping push, and the Panzer IIIs are supporting, but the Panzer IIIs aren't the best fire support tanks, as the HE cells only do, like, they barely do run damage. It's really just machine guns.
I'm looking at it right now. The blast is... Oh, yeah. Wait, no, actually, they're non-existent damage.
Yeah, I think when it says non-existent, it's not like it doesn't do damage, it's like a number that's between 0 and 1. So it could be like 0.5 damage, I think.
Yeah, but the thing about it, though, too, is that HE, I think, was much more kind of a suppression thing, which you see actually reflected pretty much across the board.
Yeah.
Even with the M-Child, you can look there. Oh, wait, never mind. He's got 5 damage on that? Allied bias. Never mind. Okay, never mind. 1.
Oh, yeah, it's just 1 HE.
Absolutely obscene.
Yeah, it's 5 damage on the AP. It's an entire another ball game of tank penetration mechanics, which takes like half an hour to explain.
Well, one thing I will note is that we are going to see this other freaking Sherman, this broken and decayed Sherman, holding the line, taking out that kind of flanking P3, and allowing more time for this armor counter thrust from the Soviets to kind of get up here and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it should definitely been a good idea to bring Panzer Grenadiers in this scenario, so you could just thrust it up and blow up the Emcha with a good old Panzerfaust. But he's going to have to risk it with Panzer IIIs at close range, and as we all know, Shermans do have those nasty stabilizers.
Yes, they do. Worse than that for the Germans, 2 more squads of Superiors going on in. These aren't the superior PPSHs, these are the guys who are meant to be there. And
they're really well-equipped infantry superiors. Probably one of the best, like, Russian infantry you can get in the majority of Russian divisions.
Jeez, this is a hero Emcha. Transmission damaged, engine damaged, tracks broken. He still basically kills 2 P3s. He's gonna kill that P3 in a second. Yep, that's another P3 dead.
He's a turret now.
Yeah, he's a pillbox. He's not even a turret.
Okay, 2 P3s are coming up. Really, Emcha? Really do it?
Yes, from that distance he can't miss. Bailed out.
1.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's 100 meters away. He's 150 meters away.
I did like how against Kakka did turn off the APCR shells so you can actually get the kill on the penetration. So that was a good idea. But he did almost lose 2 Panther 3s. He's going to repair the bailed out one. So oh god, there's a bunch of Shermans being brought up.
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, the Wurfrahmen. Okay, this is a good call. Hammer the eastern side of that town. Press in. Get some surrenders. You might have a chance in the south. Of course, as is, again, using freaking Osttroop, it's not going to do jack.
Yeah, I think now he's trying to bring in some, like, proper Panzer Grenadiers now on half-track, so he does have some, more effective infantry to help out. But even in towns, you kind of want some Stern Pioneers and Pioneers to help out with your Panzer Grenadiers.
This is also embarrassing, too, when the Soviets just kind of waltz all over your posts here, and I really thought Kakka was going to have a much wider line here. He has a very, very thin line. And it ain't a red one, I can tell you that much. But the Soviets continue. The Soviet Air Force continues its sterling record of failure.
Yep. It's Kakka's been doing a good job of keeping their supremacy. He hasn't really managed to exploit it yet much, with no bomber or ground attack planes at all, and now would be the time to do so.
Yes, it would be. You're going to see some of these very, very prime pack guns being taken out. You can't be losing your pack guns like this.
No. Run away, pack. Run away.
Well, Gensei looks like he's going to be buried in a pile of Kakka pretty darn soon.
Yeah, definitely seems so up north. He's managed to get a little bit of a foothold up north in that crossroads area, but you know it's a pretty thin foothold with just some horse trooping and like a stern pioneer behind enemy lines.
Yeah, basically to what end? Now the first moment, he's going to see this Sherman counter thrust coming through. As it is, there's one working around from the southern side, so we can take out this Gepard. It cures panic. He's going to be killed in just a moment. There we go. And outside of that, we have one. Oh, it's 1P3 is engaging him right now.
Oh, the Shermans are coming. The Shermans are coming.
Yeah, and if I'm Gensei, I am rolling that Verframen on the road immediately. It does not fast enough to kill one.
Yeah. The Shermans are really good counters against P3s. It's just used to the stabilizers. P3s usually have a pretty decent shot against like early model I would say T72s. No, T34s. T72s would be a little bit crazy in this game. It ain't war game, but against, like I said, against Shermans with stabilizers, where P3s kind of like a close range engagement. Not Shermans about. Oh no.
You know, there's a supremely brave and somewhat idiotic Flak 43 that said, looks like we chose. That would be something.
Oh, we're finally seeing the Boydestana being brought in down south with a proper Panzer IV, so this is really a power unit, so to speak, of Kakka.
Down south, there's one guard squad who's holding up the entire flank. Two guys way back about another kilometer east of him. So we'll finally see this guard get picked up, and Gensei, he's got to get honest, he's got 4 minutes to go, then he's dead.
Yeah, once he gets to C phase, he's not gonna have a good time, and he's already not having a good time, as we can tell.
No, he is not. No, we are going to see this support that's going to get taken out. We are also going to see a cluster. So the question is it going to be a cluster or a, success? I'm seeing success. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Still going to lose it. Yak 7B is going to kill him.
That's the Luftwaffe.
Catapult's out of range.
Good kill, knocking out the cluster bomb AO. Those things are terrifying. Especially those...
Sorry, please.
Oh, yeah, especially those Stuka runs.
Also, the Verframen looking is about ready to fire on German positions for a second there. Hopefully we'll see him adjust and move maybe about 100, 200 meters to the northeast. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm holding out hope. But for the moment, I think this is pretty much speaking for itself. Tigga is certainly wiping the floor.
He's doing a pretty good job so far. Kakka only needs to capture 2 more flags to really push this back. So he does have a little bit of hope. Just a little bit, but yeah, it's really not looking like great. He's getting some pioneer troops into the middle town. And yeah, I mean, the Boyd of Stalin is definitely going to prove to be quite a powerhouse. So the Shermans literally cannot pen it frontally. So he can just kind of rush up in there and pop around the corner like it's a match of War Thunder.
Indeed, that's the thing. It looks like exactly what he's trying to do, too. Now, unfortunately, for that Boyd of Stalin, there's still 3 Shermans, so even if he engages one, another one should kill him. Another Yoku comes out with an ME-109 flying escort, and maybe be able to take out that X-7.
Did he drop bombs? I don't think he dropped any bombs. I think he lost line of sight or something.
Guys, that's why you always use fire pulse.
Yeah.
ME-109 goes down, and that has basically been the feeling of most of this game. There goes the other Yoker.
The Soviets got their anti-aircraft net set up now, so they're not going to be taking any shit from German planes. Oh no. Oh, did that supply truck also go down? Oh boy.
Down south? Oh yeah. I went down.
Yeah, that's...
P4, why are you the one up front?
He's leading by example, Khan.
You need the radios. Turn up the radio. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
But as it is, the Russians have been able to contain this. One thing about Sianno, which is kind of very true, is it's a supremely choke pointy map.
It definitely is, especially in the southern side. You got that choke point of the town, and you got the choke point of the southern, like the far south. And it's also a very infantry focused map, and this is where Tigga's really been winning a lot of these engagements. He's definitely had the infantry advantage for the majority of the match.
Alright, these are some very interesting decisions here. Well, the IS-2 is going to get bombed to smithereens. Oh wow, okay, it just takes out the Pioneer's leader instead. The PE-2... Yes, he does. And another yogurt down south. Takes on an MCHA, but for what cost?
I think he knocked out two. Oh, he killed an MCHA and an IS-2. So that's actually really good. Damn, that's really good. But there's another IS-2 in the middle coming into the town. And it's a 1944 model, so it really doesn't mess around. IS-2 on IS-2.
And that single star means he's going to get first shot. Engine damaged.
Yep.
One chance, one up. Whoa! Okay, so one opportunity. New is not always better.
that was pretty damn lucky. Jeez. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a push down south here from Kakka, but he just needs to get some more reinforcements and mainly just deal with these guards troops.
Yes, he does. But the Springgranate over here from the Wolframen was able to take out one of those Shermans, freaked the other one out something fierce. But for now, there remains a significant armor concentration in the center, and another PE-2 is coming out after that IS-2.
Yeah, Kakka's man's to push back a bit at least. He's got the middle town under his control. Only one flag away from, getting an advantage. And it's really quite funny because it's just that one flag in the middle where that lone separate PPSH is would just be very easy to take out if you just bring like just two off troop and just attack move into the forest.
Exactly. Meanwhile, this M109 over here, I'm surprised the Yak-7's not going to catch up. Another 580 on that one. Doesn't need to though. That anti-air net, as you have called it, is quite devastating.
Same with the Germans as well. Both sides just trying to shoot down all the Soviet aircraft.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, that's another one gone down. I feel like the German anti-air net has been probably the best part of this entire game.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to go wrong when you got 420 mils in the back of a truck. Also pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, you throw enough, junk up in the air and hopefully somebody catches it. Finally, at long last, one of the MCHA Komorotis goes down, then the other one south on the western side of that lake, desperately trying to make sure he doesn't surrender. And I dare say he will force the Pioneers to surrender before that happens. And there we go.
He made his own pocket.
He did. And I don't even think he's going to die for it either.
No.
I think the game's going to end before he gets hit. And yes, that will... Oh, no!
Oh my god. Whoa! That is... What the...
No, right, we had a historical scenario like that at one point.
I think we did. Yeah, it is literally a second before he loses. So he cannot lose a single flag.
Which he will, because that's dead right there, and the other Wolframen, and this will be game. Oh my gosh, really?
Come on, it's just the Wolframen he's really holding. But not for long. Not for long.
Remind me again, the incendiary, critical?
Loses ammo.
That's what I thought, but the Springgranate number did not change. But in any case, we can see that there was a little bit of friendly fire over here from Gensei Kakka, which I think was kind of reflected in those peak grunts at the end of it. In terms of kills, the MCHA's punching above their weight, I would say. Yeah,
I mean, I usually don't recommend taking veterancy on tanks, like, it's just a personal recommendation, but, like, that veterancy on his MCHA's worked really well with Tigga's strategy, especially at close range. Extra veterancy helps out in adjusting, getting target and bloody shooting stuff quickly.
Also worth noting, 4 anti-aircraft kills by the Soviets. For the Germans, 2. Can't be just 2. Wow, the Germans only had 2.
Huh?
3 on a 3-4. Never mind. I was just looking for much more beefy kills than that. But not a whole lot of standouts, really. I mean, a lot of guys hitting exactly how they should be hitting. There's one MCHA.
Yeah, 20th Panzer is definitely more spread out in the kills, while the Soviets was really focused on those MCHs. And yeah, what really won Tigga the match was just very good infantry play early on. It's a very infantry-focused map. Yeah, it is, and yeah, it worked. It worked.
Exactly. But with that in mind, we're going to go for today, and I dare say we're getting prepped for another strong replay in the next couple of days. So feel free to come back again and check it on out. Rang, any final thoughts?
None whatsoever.
Well, guys, in that case, then, give us a moment to take a break, get a bit of rest, get some more thoughts, and we'll offer them up for you next time. Until then, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo. Take it easy.